Hello everyone, in this video what we are going to see is for each in Azure Logic app, and along with this I am going to demonstrate how we can get a list of email ID from a API. Hit the bell icon so that whenever I post new videos you will get notified. Now let's get started. This logic app we have created from our real video. If you don't know how to create a logic app, please watch my introduction video about it. We have covered on schedule trigger as well. For this video I'm going with schedule trigger and I'm selecting recurrence. Here frequency I am setting it to maximum so that it won't get triggered whenever we are designing the logic app. So later we can change the recurrence depending upon our requirement. Let me save this. So let me explain the requirement first. This is an API URL. I will be providing this URL in the video description. And currently we are in page 1 and this is the data we have. For this video we are going to get data from page 1 alone. For pagination topic we will go with a separate video. I have copied this data to a notepad++, and if you see here under data array, a square bracket is there, which means this is an array. Under each item if you see email ID, first name, last name, so various data is there. For this video what we are going to do is we need to get this email ID from each item and we need to frame a string. So that is what we are going to do in this video. So let's see how to do it. Let me copy this URL. Let me go to logic app. Here just click on plus icon and go with add action. Go under built-in and here you will find HTTP. Just select this and currently we are in action tab. Since we have already set the trigger, we are currently in action, and here if you see this is the first action over here and this is what we need, HTTP. Just select this and here you have an option to specify what type of method it is, whether it is get, put, post or whatever it is. Our API is a get method, so I'm selecting this and we need to provide the URL. So let me provide the URL which we have copied, and you can pass some headers if the API is expecting it, and you have other option like authentication. This is a open API, it doesn't have any authentication mechanism. So if you have some authentication mechanism you need to enable this, and here you need to provide what type of authentication type. Based upon it you will fill the details. For our API we don't need this, so let me remove this. Okay, now in this API if you see we don't need this information as of now. For this video we need the item which is in under data, so these array item we need. So how to get that? I'm going to create one variable. So in order to create a variable, first just go to add action, under built-in, just expand this and variables. I'm going to initialize a variable and let me name it. I'm providing the data type as array, and for value what we need to do is just select this and select body and keep a mouse over. Here it is saying that whatever the body we have in HTTP, that we will be getting it, but we want to fetch the data part alone, right? We don't want this everything. All we need is just this data part. So how to do that? In order to do it, let me copy this, just remove it and go under expression. Here look for body, same whatever you saw in the mouse over right, just type it HTTP, and in that what we need, question mark, square bracket, data in single quotes. So this will fetch the data part alone. So whatever the array is there it will pick up. Let me click on OK and let me save this. Let's give a run as of now and let's see what output we are getting. It got completed, and here in under initialize variable if you see we are getting the data part alone, right, that array part. So now our logic is working as of now. Let's go back to designer and let me name this task as data array. Now, as I said earlier, we need to pick up email ID from each of this item. So how to do that? We need for each. So in order to do it, just click on add action, go under built-in. Under built-in, you will find control. Just select this. Here you could find various loops and all. For our scenario, we need for each. So just select this, and here we need to say based upon what we need to do a loop, right? So based upon this data array, let me select it. Now we need to have that email ID in a variable, right? So just remember this point, you cannot initialize a variable inside loop. If you try to initialize, it won't allow. Let me show. Let's give a try. Go on the built-in variables, initialize variable. It won't work. Why? Because inside loop you can't initialize, but you can increment, decrement, append, everything you can do, but you cannot initialize. So let me delete this. I'm going to initialize a variable above this loop. Let me name the variable, and this is of type string. I'm not going to initialize any value because we are going to assign it inside the loop. Let me go to loop, just click on new step, click on add action. Under built-in, go to variables again, and append to a array, append to a string variable. So these two operations there. So what we are going to do is, for each of the item, we are going to keep on appending the email ID. That is what we are going to do. So append to a string variable. So what is a variable? The email ID list. So what is the value? For each, current item is there, right? Just select this and just keep a mouse over on it. Here if you see items of for each, which mean the complete item, but we want the email ID alone, right? So in order to do it, just remove this and go to expression and type item question mark email ID in single quotes. That's it. So email is the column name. So that's it. Just click on OK. Now it will keep on appending to this list. Let me create one more variable outside just to print it, meaning like in output you can see it only if you have one more variable outside. So let me show. Go under variables again and initialize a variable of type string. Name the task as well, and this is of type string, and the value is going to be the email ID list. Now let's save and run. It got completed. Now just scroll down, and here if you see, just select this. Here you could find 6, right? Because 6 item is there, you could find 6 here. And here if you see, arrows are there, and next fail, this is disabled because there is no failure. If failure is there, you can just click on this and you can navigate, but there is no failure, and this button is disabled here and here. Only button which is active is next button. So initially we are in the first item, and you can just simply click on the next item and you can see the value of this particular task, second, third. So likewise you will be getting each of the item. For 6 of them, 6 email ID will be there, and just click on the final string. So here if you see, everything is there, but the values are not clear, right? Because we didn't provide any spacing and all, and we didn't provide any comma. So everything appearing like this. Now let's make minor changes in this. Just go back to designer and just select this. What you can do is just simply copy it, go to expression and paste it. Remove that part at the beginning and the parenthesis as well. And here if you see, we initially given us items of, anyway both are same items. You can specify the for each as well. or leave as item of, both are same. So what I said is we need to add spacing and comma, right? So not to do it, let me cut this and look for concat. With concat we can append a value to a string. What we are going to do is we are going to append a space and comma. So how to do that? Just open this and paste it, comma, single quotes, just add one spacing, comma, and one more spacing. That's it. Just quickly test it. Under for each of the item, and if you see here, spacing and comma is added, and let's see the final string as well. So everything is coming clearly, and there is one more extra comma at the end. That's okay, and that's it on this video. I'll be posting the code part of this logic app in our Telegram channel. What you can do is you can simply copy paste here in your logic app and you can save it, so that whatever we have designed you will get it in your logic app, or you can simply refer whatever the expression we have given. So don't forget to follow me on Telegram. Super thanks is now enabled on our channel. If you wish to contribute, you can do so. If you find this video helpful, please do subscribe. Follow me on LinkedIn to stay connected. Thank you. Bye bye.